Legionnaires, I am Azrael, and we are here with a Marvel reaction. I've been doing a lot of Star Wars stuff, and there's nothing I like as much as Star Wars than Marvel. I think I've known about Marvel longer. I think I've been a fan of Marvel longer. For anybody that wants to say or discuss Marvel, oh man, I'm all for it. I mean, some of my favorite characters is X-Man, which is the test tube baby of Scott Summers and the clone of Jean Grey. He comes out of the Age of Apocalypse, which is probably one of the best, I would say, comics or anything written by Marvel. I think it's one of the greatest things that's come from them. Age of Apocalypse. Look that up. It's really good. Infinity Wars is something good to read, and I don't like reading. And so, I mean, if you want something to read, or if you're willing, I think it's worth the read, even though I'm not a big reader. It's pretty long, and it keeps you entertained. Words are hard sometimes. It's really good. You know, I like the character, and know that I'm not saying the actual Holocaust, but there's a character from the same world named Holocaust. Originally known as Nemesis, he kills somebody, the daughter of somebody, and that father messes him up, and he just kind of changes. He's like the stepson or the adopted son of Apocalypse. And Abyss is really good. Mutants that you may not know about. Reed Richards, Sue Storm's son. He is one of the most powerful or technical, I guess, telekinetics. Can use his telekinesis to manipulate matter on a subatomic level. He gets told, or the Celestials say that his power is so great that they count him among one of them as far as being important. But that's just mutants. As far as the other side of Marvel goes, Captain America's cool. I mean, definitely the movies made Tony Stark badass again. I've known about him. Thor, everybody loves Thor. I don't know why. He's just, I don't know. There's a Vision is really cool, but the Avengers in general, as a full adhesive unit, is entertaining to watch, despite the movie and some of the other movies. But we are getting down to now, not just X-Men, like X-Men Apocalypse that's coming out, not the befuddled failure of Avengers or Thor, which was okay, but now we're getting back to Captain America, Civil War. And as long as they don't do a CGI scene where he does a weird flip on top of that little jet, I can't remember the twin jet, no, it's not the twin jet, whatever those things are called, and he puts the shield in the little propeller, and as long as that's not a thing, I think this movie would be really great. I've seen a snippet of this trailer, and it looks incredible. Let's get it started. Let's not, I'm doing a lot of yammering. I'm so sorry. Let's just, get it going right here. Oh man, I downloaded a good quality one this time. Deleted the one that I had. Used my good downloader. Oh, it's gonna be so good.
Buck.
I love all things Marvel, just like Star Wars.
Remember me?
Your mom's name was Sarah. You used to wear newspapers in your shoes.
You're a wanted man.
So that's just like an adamantium or an adamantium vibranium hand or nothing.
Right now. They're not planning on taking you alive.
Is it Rainbow Six? Get out of here. Oh man, it looks so good. Oh man, oh man, oh man.
Captain, while a great many people see you as a hero,
That's Ross, for anybody that doesn't know.
some who prefer the word vigilante.
Pretty sure that's Ross.
Operated with unlimited power and no supervision.
He's a ghost.
That's something the world can no longer tolerate.
I know how much Bucky means to you. Stay with
Man.
this one. Please.
This is gonna be
I'm
good.
gonna make this worse.
You saying you'll arrest me?
There will be consequences.
When did Tony Stark start following the rules?
Seem a little defensive. Well, it's been a long day. If we can't accept limitations, we're no better than bad guys.
Like he cares. I find that really hard to believe.
Sometimes I want to punch you in your perfect teeth.
It's a very weird concept for Iron Man, Tony. I don't really get it.
People that shoot at you usually wind up shooting at me too.
Woo! Oh man. Yeah, buddy.
Do you really want to punch your way out of this?
The new Avengers, Wanda. Fuck her. I was just talking about how she dies. Nemesis. Oh man.
Sorry, Tony.
This is the snippet that I saw.
Choice. But he's my friend. So was I.
Oh man. Woo! Fuck him up. Come on, Tony! Get his ass! Fuck them both! God! Captain America, that some bitch! I will be seeing that as well. I don't care how I have to kill. I don't care how I have to. Please God, what the fuck is going on with that? I don't care what I have to do to see that movie. I don't care if I have to hitchhike. I don't have a car. I'm that broke. That looked epic. It looked awesome. I can't wait. It's going to be good. The fact that you see Tony go to shoot Cap, and Cap throws the shield, it bounces off his hand, goes to Buck, Buck takes it, and starts bitch slapping him with it. Oh, it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. I really find it, I might have talked over some of that, but I find it very weird that Tony is talking about restraint, and that if we don't have, this or that, then, what makes us different than the bad guys? And everything I've ever known is about him kind of pushing the envelope. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe he pushes the envelope into the direction of progress, but not to, I don't know. I can see anything you watch, from a comic to a cartoon to a movie, whatever, of the character, Iron Man character, Tony character, you know that if he went to prove somebody's innocence and he had to do it by breaking the law, he would. And so this is the exact same thing for Cap. Is it because Cap is the super poster child for stick in ass syndrome? And, all about the, and it's a flag stick, by the way. Or is it just, I think it has to be that. It just has to be. But Tony doing that, it feels very weird. Maybe it's because the events of Ultron and what he did with Ultron that makes him really rein back. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's why he's like all kind of straight and narrower. He's not completely straight and narrow, but you know what I'm saying. And nothing about being gay. And, maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's what the story is going to be about. I can't wait. As far as Star Wars, and I'm going to do this because most people won't because they're scared. Star Wars, camera, please. Star Wars or Marvel. If this was the third Iron Man, I wasn't a fan of. I didn't really care for it. If it was Avengers 2 and I didn't know how bad it was going to be versus Star Wars, I'd be torn. I'd have to hang myself with a necktie from a ceiling fan. It'd have to be Sudoku? Is that the game? It'd be, there's a ceiling fan. I was looking at the ceiling fan. It'd be really hard. But I've never been a fan of the Captain America movies. I do thought that Winter Soldier, good things came of it. I did like Winter Soldier to a point. I thought that the same people that did the CGI for the Clone Wars, the second Star Wars movie, did the CGI for this one because it was that bad. Voice, come back to me. And that was my real only grievance with it. I thought that Thor Dark World, I didn't like the first Thor either all that much. I didn't really care for the first of any of these movies, except for maybe the Avengers. Iron Man 1 was pretty good. I actually liked it, but when you watch it too many times, it's kind of... But I wasn't a big fan of the first Cap, the first Thor. The Dark World Thor looks like it's going to be good, or it was good, just because they were on other planets and really exploring like that. It wasn't just so, niche. And that was really fun to watch. And the whole thing with Loki and how that's going to play out it makes me excited for the next one. The Infinity Wars is going to be insane. I'm probably more hyped for that than if all the Star Wars were like, yeah, we're coming out 3 weeks in a row. the Infinity Wars, it's going to be in it because I'm almost positive. There's a lot of knowledge that it comes right here, and once my brain gets full, other stuff starts pooping out. You know, that's why I can't do math. And the Infinity Wars, I read it briefly. I never really got around to it, but I looked it up, and I think Ultron's one of the main people in it, and that's what it's all about. And it's going to be... Infinity Wars is different from the Hyperspace Wars, which I believe is a Star Wars thing with the Mandalorians. I hope. Please do not hurt me. Well, there's nobody watching this, so nobody's going to say anything, so I can say whatever I want. Poop dick, whatever. And this is going to be, I think, a setup for the next event of awesomeness. And I'm just as psyched to see Cap and Civil War, because it's going to have Tony in it. Don Cheadle is, a fuck, but it's going to have Iron Man in it, and it's going to be a Cap movie, so I think it's going to be that good. Because whenever Iron Man was in all the Iron Mans except for the third one, so the first two, and any part that he had in the Avengers, he was always really good. The writing for him is awesome. So I'm hoping it's good. Honestly, the way I feel inside, it's two different things. Star Wars and Marvel, I can't really compare them. I'm just as psyched for both of them. And I'm hoping that this is going to be a good months of movies coming out, because I'm tired of the remake or the reboot. Nobody gave a crap about Total Recall or the other one that came out years ago. And it seems like in the last few years, we've had a couple that I cannot even, for some reason, remember what they were. But some reboots, some stuff that was just, I wish I could really remember it. Interstellar, 3 hours too long. People were like, it makes you think. It doesn't. As soon as I spoke what I was confused about out loud and then solved my own problem. It's just a big circle, and he's the one fiddling with all the stuff that was all weird in the beginning of the movie. Case closed. Martian, I thought, was probably one of the greatest movies that's come out in a long time, to a certain point. And so I'm hoping that these new flock of movies that are said to be coming out, the Marvel movies, the Star Wars movies, and what comes out in between, God, I hope it's going to be a good year for movies and viewers and all of that stuff. So that's all I got to say about that. This went on a lot longer than I was hoping for. So sorry. Thanks for stopping by. If you liked the video, stick around, hang out. Love to see you. Love to hear you. See you later, Legion. Boop.